Stuttering John has been doing shows every day for 3 hours long by himself.
Amazing.
It's so much content. And so what I pulled from is yesterday's show. I hopped in my car. I was driving home and I went, you know what? Let me stop listening to No Agenda, a show I actually enjoy, and let me see what's going on with Stuttering John. He's probably live streaming right now. Lo and behold, he was. And he was talking about me. And he was doing his new Carl impression that he does and all the fun stuff that he does. And as soon as I got home, I'm like, well, I'm going to have to record this because this is fan-fucking-tastic. All right. There's a lot going on here. I might pause it a few times, but let's see what he's saying.
But Kev, see, here's the problem. You just wrote that to me.
I should point out, Kevin Brennan called John an over-the-top buffoon. When he was explaining that we're the odd couple, he's like, you got Carl who's like organized, and then you got John who's just like an over-the-top buffoon. And so John thought that him and KB were friends again, and then he said that on MLC. She was like, Jesus, he's trashing me. So that's what he's addressing at the beginning here. And I'll also point out that Bacon and Eggs has a super chat up for $5 that John leaves up this entire time that says, you are nothing more than a court jester. Also, your kid's top 10 piazzas.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I know. It's not going to go well.
What would you describe this look that he's sporting today?
Just sprayed by hose.
He looks like they just dropped him off at a halfway house.
Walk through a sprinkler.
All right.
But Kev, see, here's the problem.
What's the problem?
You just wrote that to me. That was a compliment. Okay. Fair enough. But then you're going to go on your show again today and trash me again. And you're going to have that fucking hamburger go on and trash me. John. I hate the way he says my name. John. And, oh, wait. Hold on.
Ugh.
This guy has the audacity to make fun of how I drink beer. He goes, hey, look. Hey, John, I don't drink beer like a dummy like you. I sip it.
Yeah, do it again.
And even Kevin was like, oh, shit. I never even realized it. Yes, because I'm a comedian. I'm an observational comic.
You can't pay this guy a compliment. You just cannot pay this guy a compliment.
Well, no one should pay him at all.
No.
Fuck.
He goes fucking nuts because Kevin said on Mizuno's Company on Thursday, because I popped on there. John was on there for a little bit, then I popped on there after that. And, Kevin was just going, we never even noticed that Carl's like a piazza the way he drinks his beer until John pointed out. Now John's like, that's right, everybody. Yeah. I'm the one who took down the Hamburglar with my joke.
It's his new bit.
This gets crazy right here.
Ask Derek Jones, who's the writer on Stern, who I got him the job. Ask him. He said whenever people would come on the Tonight Show, like just in the hallway, pages, writers, he would see he would just see. He would say, I'm like the Terminator. Ask him, Derek Jones. He'll tell you. I looked down at their shoes and worked my way up, and I'm ready to have 5 jokes. For if they come after me, boom, 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 boom.
He's so delusional.
Your shoes suck, your pants suck, your belt sucks.
Yeah, if he's wearing the suit that you wore in D.C., then I can see 5 jokes. He's so fucking delusional.
They called him the Terminator because he never stopped annoying people.
No, because he keeps coming back. Like, God damn it, John's back again. All right, so John's explaining how witty he is and how good he is at roast comedy, and he can just rip on anyone.
I get him. I'm prepared already for any altercation. Now, the Deuce Payer can't do that. I can. Boom, backpack. Boom, running away.
All right, so he's talking about Shuley. He's still talking about this interview he tried to do with Shuley in a hotel lobby where John was obviously very drunk.
I still want answers about that shark.
Yeah, I want to know about jumping the shark. So John is explaining how funny he is because he made fun of him for A, having a backpack, and B, walking away.
Yeah.
Both great jokes. Good stuff. Very observational of you.
I mean, it's just quick in my head.
It's so quick.
And I know, there's a joke there, there's a joke there.
Yep.
But, so yes, I noticed that Hamburglar is sipping his beer while he's making fun of the way I do, and he's sipping it like fucking the Queen of England having a cup of tea.
Boom!
Oh, wow.
Got me.
I mean, come on, man. He's teetotaling.
That's different.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
Now, look, I'll still do a show with the Hamburglar.
Yes.
He'll probably say he doesn't want to do it anymore because he knows
Right.
I'll
I don't think
Kill
he'll
him.
say that.
Yeah.
What? He thinks I'm going to back out of this?
Yeah, I think he's right. I don't think you should do it. I think he's gonna roast you.
John, I can't wait, buddy. I can't wait. I'm
Carl,
looking
we don't
forward
want to see you get beat up. Maybe you should really think about this.
Guys, I know he'll probably win, but give me my chance, all right?
All right.
I got a puncher's chance on this one.
Carl.
Start at his
Carl.
shoes.
really kill him in the comedic sense.
Right.
Watch out. But I certainly would still do it because I would love to have it. I would love to go head to head with him again. Love it. The one thing that Brennan said is true. We are the odd couple. I'm smart and funny, and he's a hack.
Yeah, that's exactly what Brendan said.
That's what Brendan was saying, that you're smart and funny and I'm a hack. And also, the fact that he does the hack thing, that's a Brennan ripoff. That's hacky.
Yeah.
That's Kevin Brennan's bit that you're doing.
Chris, how much did you miss Drop the Needle Anywhere? Look at that fucking face.
He's
I
amazing,
know.
isn't he?
Look at that face. So smug.
By the way, that's what I'm going for is Halloween this year. I'm getting that exact mask.
Fucking Pennywise the retard? What are you trying to go
Scare the
at?
shit out of everyone. Wow. All right.
Fucking Penny Dumb?
Oh, God.
So I would love it.
Well, I should point out the reason why John's fired up is because John went on MLC and then he left, and then they sent me the link. I wasn't even watching. I was prepping for Who Are These Socials, and I saw I got the link in my inbox. I'm like, oh, I'll go on there and talk to those guys. So I go on, and Kevin's been saying this is all work, and John and I are friends now, and Chad and I are friends now, and I'm fake. So I went on there to let him know. I'm like, no, that's not the case at all. I am not friends with Stuttering John. And so John saw that, and he's just like, oh, we're not friends? Good. I don't want to be your friend.
Jesus.
Yeah. That's what this is all stemming from. And Tukey's so funny because Tukey's like, you're just going to hurt him. You're just going to hurt him again.
I actually pulled that ISO because it's so funny.
I would love it. We'll have a little show together.
Yep,
We do have great chemistry.
we do.
Kevin was smart enough to observe that. So I think that, yeah, I'll do a show with the Hamburglar. I think it'll be fun. I'm the GOAT in all of this, let's face it.
Yep.
Well, Kevin, too.
You smell like one.
Come to get. There we have it. So that's the whole Kevin brand. Kevin, I love you. Try and be loyal to me because I'll be loyal to you. To the day I die, I'll be loyal to you.
Great.
I don't mind you make jokes.
Sure.
But just, come on, man. I got your back. That's right. Stuttering John has your back. Whatever that means. If you don't want me to have your back, I want to have it. But I have your back,
Do your homework.
Mr. Brennan. I do. I like you. And we've talked plenty of times. I've talked to the Hamburglar, but he just, it's,
He's too
there's
realistic
no
for you.
integrity there. Zero. Nada. He's too young, I think. He's too young to know what disloyalty means.
Uh-huh.
He wouldn't last a day on Stern. Not a day. He'd be put back in the back with J.D. Harmeyer.
All right,
So he'd last more than a day.
couple of things here. First off, J.D. Harmeyer has been on the show for, I think, 20 years at this
Yeah.
point. It's like he wouldn't last a day. He'd be back there with J.D. Harmeyer, who's lasted all this time. But more importantly, I wouldn't accept a job on Howard Stern. I make more money than all those guys that work there, aside from Gary and Robin and Fred, obviously. But no, John's just like, he wouldn't even be able to work at Stern. I'm not looking for that job, John. I'm good. I host my own show, but thank you.
Here's what I love about all this clips. I'm sorry, Carl.
No, please.
If you look on the screen right now, he has left this insulting super chat up
Yes!
this entire
Yes!
time.
I know!
It's just been on there calling his kids. It says, all your kids are top 10 piazzas. And he is
Yep.
just sitting there delivering his speech over
Yeah.
that.
Oh, I know. That's hysterical. He
He's
doesn't
so
read it.
stupid.
He's just like Opie. It's another Opie parallel.
He just sees what he wants to see.
Yep.
You're funnier than a court jester. Your kids like pizza.
Let's go here. Come up with some ideas, okay? Oh, and here, go to the dentist. Jesus. Freaking hell, man.
He won't do it.
All right. This is the same joke that Vince the lawyer had when he went on Shuley's show yesterday. That, there's no dentists in Rochester. Yeah. The dentist doesn't fix your teeth. They clean them. I don't know.
You don't know the dentist can fix your teeth?
It's the orthodontist that fix your fucking teeth. The dentist is
okay. Fair enough.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I get it. It's fine. It's fine. I get the dentist joke, but it's not right.
It's a canine. It's like a canine.
Dude.
Holy shit. This is teeth all even. Hamburglar, they're all straight.
Yeah, you got me in
How about you do that? Go to a dentist. Use some of the fucking fortune you're making off of me and get your fucking teeth fixed. Please, do it for your wife. Probably like it. Probably like looking at you when you eat corn on the cob and it's like the lines going around and around.
Yeah. Good one.
What?
And you don't want to be friends with this guy? What the fuck is wrong with you, Carl?
Producer Chris.
Yes.
What was that corn on the cob joke?
He doesn't even know.
He doesn't even know. I was actually watching this clip with my wife, and I look at her, I go, what do you think that means? She's like, I don't know.
That got away from him a little.
That one got away from him a little bit. He's like, can you imagine this guy eating corn on the cob?
Yeah. Corn's delicious.
Yeah. Maybe some salt, some butter on there, yeah.
Hamburglar, they're all straight. How about you do that? Go to a dentist.
Yeah.
Use some of the fucking fortune you're making off of me and get your fucking teeth fixed. Please, do it for your wife. Probably like it. Probably like looking at you when you eat corn on the cob and it's like the lines going around and around. Those fucking teeth.
Yeah.
He got it.
Keep going.
You making fun of my kids' teeth? With those? Hypocrisy police!
Wrong shirt, John. Wrong shirt.
All right, so this is John's new thing. He's wearing his Harley Davidson shirt, and he's yelling hypocrisy police and pulling it up like he's wearing his hypocrisy police shirt. I think he's in on the bit on that one.
I think he was just trying to show off his gang colors.
It's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
He has the audacity to make fun of my kids' teeth, which, by the way...
What I said was, she looks a lot like Baba Booey.
Yeah.
And I asked if maybe that was the real father. That's all. I wasn't like honing in on his daughter's teeth and dissecting anything. That was all I said.
Is so lame and so childish. The mob doesn't go after family, but you do, Hamburglar. But I guess that's okay for people in the armpit of New York known as Rochester.
Now, I've seen The Sopranos. Wasn't there a time when the boss from New York, his wife was very overweight, and they were goofing on her behind his back?
Ginny Sack.
Yeah. Wasn't that the mob going after someone's family? Because we're not hurting people, we're telling jokes. So I don't know if he's really correct on that. He's been saying it for years. I just wanted to correct him on that. It's not really a great analogy.
So he should be mad at Paulie Walnuts.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Nothing that's rocking about it. And you're making fun of my daughter's teeth, and you have those? You have these?
Clip it.
And you're making fun of my kids' teeth?
Clip it.
Fuck out of here. Bacon and eggs. I love them. Thanks, $5. You had nothing.
Holy shit.
Thank you.
I love it. He
He's
still
gonna-
doesn't read it.
He's about to read it, guys. He's about to read it and
All
get
right.
upset now.
Okay,
It's
great.
been up there the whole time.
But he loves it so far.
This is great.
Oh, God. Back to trashing kids. It's amazing.
See, this is the thing that I don't know if he realizes this or not, but he brings up his kids all the time.
Yeah.
So, of course, people are talking about it because that's what he's talking about. People are reacting to that. And the fact that they go top 10 piazzas is such a silly thing to say. It doesn't even mean anything. It's just like, they're trashing my kids. Yeah. No, they're fucking with you, John. Because you react the way that you react, I'll talk into the camera here. Because you react the way you react, people keep doing this. You are causing all of this to happen. Everything that's happening. Now that you're doing all these shows just about me, this is why this is all happening.
No, it's because they're super fans. It's because they're super fans. And
It's
sycophants.
just amazing. It doesn't say anything about me. It doesn't say anything about my kids. It says everything about you. That you feel that you could be some internet warrior and you could trash someone's children anonymously.
Okay. See, I don't even understand what this does to his kids. They don't know this is happening, and there's no ill intent meant for it. They're just goofing on you, John. It has nothing to do with your actual kids.
Do you think his kids have even for a second watched any of his live streams?
No.
You think they would have to, though? You think they would have to? Like, they get the alert, Dad's fucking live again. Great. Like,
you know how embarrassing that is?
Oh,
one of their friends comes over.
Yeah.
Hey, your dad's on the internet. Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Right.
We don't do that around here. All right. So you just saw John explain that he can look someone up and down and come up with 5 jokes just like that. So we're going to get an example of that because John's going to sing his Silent Mike song. Oh, God. Now, he's talking about Mike Morse from Uncle Rico, who doesn't talk very often. And so John wrote down lyrics for the song, but he can't find them. But that's okay. He's an improv guy. He's going to be able to pull it off the cuff.
Write down these lyrics somewhere. Hold on. I think I might even have them written down. Hold on. Fuck. I thought I had it. No, I don't.
improv guy, huh?
Well,
He's
I
got
wrote
this.
it somewhere, but okay.
Here we go.
Silent Mike, bowling pin Mike,
Okay.
you're so lame, have no game, laugh at anything Dues Payer says, then collect money, you loser douchebag spaz. You put all of us to sleep. You put all of us to sleep.
I get it.
Now watch him pat himself on the back for that. This is what's crazy.
Thank you. How you like that, Jimmy? I think you thought that was pretty decent. I mean, see, I could write that on the spot. Boom, 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 boom.
You were just looking for the lyrics, asshole.
Dues Payer. He doesn't have the talent to do that.
Also, didn't you give him the idea? He had a different nickname for Mike, and you're like, oh, well, also it sounds like Silent Mike or Silent Night.
Well, yeah, I told him the Silent Night thing, but I thought Mute Mike would make more sense. But anyway, he's going because he goes, no, it's like Silent Bob.
I wish somebody would
That's
have
what he
used
said.
Mike.
Anyway. What's incredible about that is that was so bad. The syllables didn't fit. The jokes were non-existent. And at the end of it, he goes, see, I told you. I'm pretty fucking funny, aren't I? You're like, John, that was embarrassing. What are you doing? I think you'd all agree that was pretty amazing. No, we don't. All right. So John is not going to do a political show again. People are saying, why don't you go back into politics? He's going to explain why he's not doing that.
Oh, Blinky Jedi, who makes fun of the Army Major. That's why his name is that. Thanks for the $2. This is bad. Go back to politics and the dough talk. Don't watch. Go. Do you want me to just kick you out? No, I won't. You're paying me. I probably will do I don't know. I don't even know if I want to do politics anymore. I don't know. Look, Stephanie Miller once told me, and I'm sure Hal Sparks and John Fugelsang will agree, there's no money in liberal politics.
Okay. Now, I looked this up. Stephanie Miller's worth $2 million. And I'm sure Jimmy Dore and Bill Maher would disagree with you that there's no money in liberal politics.
Franken's doing all right.
Yeah, John just can't admit he's bad at something. Yeah. That's the thing. John just goes, well, it wasn't me. It was the industry I was in. It's like, no, there's successful people in that industry who are doing it and making money. You were just terrible at it.
Yeah. Going back to politics, you mean going back to letting other people talk on your show and you sit there?
Sit there for 10 minutes at a time.
Yeah, Trump does suck.
Yeah, well, people say nothing. It was the most boring show and you were bad at it. You didn't know what the fuck was going on. All you were doing was reading MSNBC articles and acting like you knew what was going on in the world. So now
that's all going to be back, though, right? Like, the elections are again next year.
So this is why I don't think it is. And I don't know what John's going to do long term. I can't predict that. But he's making so much more money on Super Chats talking about me and Anthony Cumia and Chad Zumock, and the list goes on and on. And so it doesn't make any sense because he even said at a certain point, he goes, well, you guys wouldn't be there if I did a political show. It's for a whole different audience. And that audience is broke. So the people that he was attracting, the Benny Locos of the world that he was attracting, love you, Benny Loco. You're not going to make a fortune off this audience. So it didn't make any sense for him to do that. I think he's probably done with it. Okay. Now he's talking about Patrick Melton. Nobody likes onions. And I guess Patrick Melton said that he's a better comic than John is, which I haven't seen Patrick Melton stand up, but
yeah, checks out.
I'd bet all my money he is.
Yeah, I'm all in.
I'm pretty sure that's definitely true.
And there ain't no fact checking, so I'm going to go with that, Carl.
You're not in my league. You begged me to come on your show. Oh, Patrick Melton, you're a fucking liar. He says that we agreed to do a show for 1,000, and then I changed it to 2,000. I don't remember ever agreeing. So either you're lying.
Okay, this is fan-fucking-tastic. Because John's going to realize that he did do all of these things. And so he's going to come out with this strong statement and then slowly walk it back. And this is almost a masterpiece right here.
I don't remember ever agreeing. So either you're lying or maybe I was half in a bag. But I don't remember ever agreeing because you never paid me it. We didn't have a signed contract. Mm-hmm. And then when I realized that I was asking too little because I'm getting offers for way more, I'm like, no, $2,000. You blew it. You could have got me for $1,000, but you blew it. I think initially I asked Kevin Brennan for $1,000, and I don't know. I asked somebody. I can't remember everything.
Can't remember anything.
No.
So John just said that him and Patrick Melton had agreed for $1,000, and then he goes, but it wasn't a signed contract. Well, no, it was an agreement. He didn't say it was a signed contract.
I believe it started with Patrick Melton is a liar.
Yeah. Right. He goes, he's a liar. He said that we had agreed for $1,000, and maybe we did. Maybe I was drunk when I agreed to it, but then I realized I was worth more than that. So then I made it 2,000. So it sounds like you're the asshole in this, John. I don't know. Just based on what you said.
Anyway, Coors is refreshing.
You think Kevin Brennan sent him a fucking contract?
No, of course not.
I mean,
There's
what
no
is he
contracts
fucking
involved in
talking
this.
about?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. All right. So now John's talking about, I don't know if you guys remember this, but Shuli, I think, was on with Anthony Cumia, and they were goofing on John's art. Have you ever seen John's art?
Are we watching it right now?
Well, no, he actually does these pieces that he hangs up on the wall, and it's really, really bad. Anyway, I don't want to get into that because that's a whole other thing that we could get into. But this is John explaining that he is a great artist.
Niche, have you ever considered painting your feelings? I know you've dabbled in conceptual art, and some of it is quite poignant. Thank you very much. I know Pocky, who doesn't understand art, certainly doesn't understand conceptual art, did a half an hour or whatever on my artwork. Hey, Pocky, here's the difference between you and I. I've never claimed to be a good painter. I have good ideas, and I could convey them on a canvas. But I never claimed I was, because I'm not a talented painter. I'm a talented artist.
Okay. He goes, well, here's the difference between you and I. I never claimed to be a great painter. I don't remember Anthony ever claiming to be a great painter either. He was just goofing on your terrible art because it was childish and it was really bad. So anyway.
It's good that he can put his ideas somewhere, his good ideas onto a canvas.
Can I give you an example of one of his art pieces that he was really proud of? Because he had this woman on his show and he was showing her his art and explaining it. Apparently, he bought all of these off of eBay or something. He bought pieces from bombs and missiles from different wars. People will collect the shrapnel, and he bought this stuff and then made a peace sign out of it. Do you see how deep that is? It's conceptual. Let me give producer Chris a minute to think about that.
Yeah, something.
You know what I would do if I were him?
All right, never mind. Over to you, Vinny. What's up?
Well, I'm saying I would take all the bombs and then just make a sculpture of himself performing stand-up.
Now that's an artist right
This is
there.
like me at the Improv. Okay.
How lifelike.
All right, so let's talk about going on Anthony Cumia's show. All right, let's talk about what that means if you do that.
You are a hypocritical piece of shit.
Wrong shirt again.
Know it, live it, learn it. You're a hypocrite. You too, Bomb. Last I checked, aren't you a person of the Jewish faith? I think, though. Thank you, Crackhead Bob. You're welcome. Aren't you a person of the Jewish faith? Yet you go on Pocky's show? Hypocrite! It's amazing. And you, Hamburglar.
Jesus Christ.
You You go on Pocky's show and you know he's a staunch racist. You know it. He got fired from Sirius XM for being a racist and tweeting racial things. That's why he got fired. But Hamburglar, you'll go on his show. Hypocrite!
Do-up.
Now, Vinny Paulino.
Yeah, friend.
You and I, a couple years ago, we broke down a video that was Anthony Cumia's show. Actually, back then it was the Anthony Nardi show.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Do you remember who the guest was on that show?
Well, I believe it was Joe DeVito and Stuttering John Melendez.
Hypocrite! John was on Anthony's show many times after 2014, after he was fired from Sirius for racist tweets.
Carl, he was begging him for money and an endorsement.
Yes, correct. But there's even more to it than that, because I haven't brought this up. I need to get back to it. Daniel Filato, who I had a long conversation with, who was Artie Lang's producer of his podcast and his show on DirecTV, who knows a lot of things from behind the scenes, knows that Stuttering John wanted the job that Artie eventually got, and then Dave Landau, of Anthony Cumia's sidekick. In fact, John was convinced that he had the job for some reason and was telling everyone. For months, John was telling everyone he was going to be the sidekick for Anthony Cumia. And I don't understand now why now all of a sudden he's playing this revisionist history where he's saying, like, I would never do his show. Listen to this. This gets fucking crazy right here. I got to send this over to Anthony. I want to get his reaction to this.
Would I ever go on Pocky's show? No. He couldn't pay me. If Pocky offered me $100,000 fucking dollars, I'd say fuck off.
All right. I know he's lying. John would never turn down $100,000 to do anything. That's an insane thing to say.
Behead me in the square? What time?
Yeah. This is the thing. It's like $100,000. You can go on there and debate him. You could turn it into anything you want. You don't have to say like, but I, then people are going to think I'm racist because I'm there with you. Anyway, it doesn't make any fucking sense. So he's obviously lying, and he's been on that show. I think he said he was on that show 10 times. And now all of a sudden he won't go on that show for $100,000? Hypocrite!
I don't believe him, Carl.
I don't believe him at all. All right, this gets funny. He's going on. He forgets who he's mad at sometimes. He thinks he's mad at everyone, and then he remembers that some people he likes.
I don't need your blood money.
Blood money?
No.
What do you mean?
I wouldn't accept $1 from you.
Uh-huh.
And you'll never be able to get a talent like me on your show. Ever.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay.
You keep having the hacks on like fucking Gino Bisconti. Hack! Yeah. That's all you can get. I mean, Bill Schultz. What's his claim to fame? He banged Kaylee McEnany? Nobody knows who she is anymore. But I don't have a problem with Bill. Oh, sorry, Bill. Take it back. You're actually a decent guy, so take it back.
Who's going on Anthony's show? That asshole Bill Schultz? Oh, no, that's just right. I like that guy. Oh, shit. My bad. He did my show. That's right.
That's unbelievable.
It's insane. He forgets who he's mad at. He's claiming that going on Anthony Cumia's show proves that you are obviously... Oh, good. Missy B is here watching this.
Oh, hi, Missy.
Because Missy B, you know that John was begging Anthony to be on his show. You hung out with him at Ant's house playing cards in the basement. And now all of a sudden he's claiming that he would never even be seen with Anthony Cumia. Not for $100,000.
This reminds me of when Chad said, I don't want to have anything to do with that compound gathering that you guys did. It's like, well, you weren't invited.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about
John,
it.
John, you're not invited on Ant's show anymore.
Yeah.
So it's easy to say I would never do it.
Chad's like, Chrissy Mayer's wedding? I don't want to go to that.
Yeah.
Good news.
Guess what?
No one wants you there.
Yeah.
Fucking moron. Oh, yeah. Missy Be Good on Twitch. Yes. Check that out. And I couldn't believe, I can't believe that John has the balls to come out and say this kind of shit when we all have seen you on his show. We've talked about it. It's on YouTube.
It's classic.
It's still on compoundmedia.com. I mean, I could go back and watch it at any time, so it's insane. Yeah, that company that's a failure that's still going 9 years strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Now, you'll notice that there's a super chat up here from Nasty Al. Nasty Al is the guy, of course, who yelled Cumia Country to Chad Zumock down in Florida. And he writes, famous, talented, funny, educated, and begging for $2 super chats. That's a sad life. Actually, embarrassing. Bottom of the barrel. Again, John's leaving this up way too long.
Yeah.
And he's finally going to address it here.
Nasty Al, thanks for the $5. Famous, talented, funny, educated, and begging for $2 super chats. That's a sad life. Actually embarrassing. Bottom of the barrel. Hey, you just gave me 5. Thank you.
Oops. Winning.
John took that as a W.
He really is something else with these. Like
it's insane.
You could. I feel like this is like stepping up to the dunk tank.
Yes.
He's just taking the money. You don't always knock him down. There's times when he's going to react and really freak out, but he's just taking the money.
I was actually pretty sweaty, and I wanted to get cooled off for a second, so thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, this is the ramblings of a homeless guy.
Yeah. Oh, who wrote
the
that?
T-shirt and hair of one too.
That's what I mean.
Somebody wrote, when's the last time you saw a guy who looks like he's homeless in a house? It's so bizarre. Like you could groom yourself.
What do you think the neighbors think? How many times have they called the police already? There's a squatter breaking into the house across the street.
He's yelling hack again.
All right. So I was talking about before that I mentioned to Kevin Brennan that John and I are not friends. And John saw that and he was upset, but he's going to get back at me here.
John, I don't want to be your friend. Good. Don't be. I don't need any more friends. We're friends with you. I don't need enemies. Hack.
Okay.
I know a guy named Rock.
Yeah, right. He's got the same friends as
Jim Florentine will call me.
as the Z-Man.
That girl from the Niagara Falls region.
I don't want any more friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stop calling me.
Yeah, you have way too many friends, John. That's your problem. I know. That sucks. Okay.
So many well-wishers.
This one, again, is just, I don't know if John's putting this up on the tee for us because he likes us or if he's just too stupid to realize how dumb this sounds.
Latter.
How dumb he is. John has brought up in the past that he's in Mensa. And of course he's not. He's not a high IQ individual. And if he ever was, he's done enough in his life to make sure that that's not the case anymore. Royce, his first co-host on the Stuttering John podcast, called him out on this one time. He's like, John, you're not in Mensa. Stop saying this. Like, no, I know, but I like to say that. It's funny, you know. So John has this back and forth where it's like, he was lying about his age for a long time. He lies about being in Mensa. The guy seems to lie a lot now that I think about it. Well, listen to this.
Hey, Carla, you're the idiot to give Vince the lawyer and Shuli where we live, you dumb fuck. And Brennan, ask Hamburger this piece of fucking evidence on why he's a fucking backstabbing prick. The Hamburglar and I have a conversation. And I remember it like it was yesterday, Hamburglar, because that's the kind of memory I have. Nope. It's Mensa memory. I look at, even when I teach, see something? Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Jupiter, largest planet. Venus, hottest planet. Boom, 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 boom.
Do your homework.
Yes.
The nebula hypothesis. Newton's second law.
He's got you there, buddy.
Wow.
I've never been more convinced.
The way he proved that he's got a Mensa-like memory is because he knew Jupiter was the largest planet. I have all the facts. Venus, warm. Jupiter, big.
How do you feel right now, Carl?
This is, again, Trump-esque.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, the shit that he's talking, he thinks he's so proud of himself for just, like, basic shit.
Unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. I don't know if John is a teacher in middle school or a student. It's hard to tell. Is he doing that Adam Sandler or Billy Madison thing where he has to go back to school and graduate all over again? Is that why he's going to school every day? Holy shit, John. That's insane. All right. So now he's complaining about the fact that, and when I texted to Vinny the lawyer and Shuey, Vinny was in there talking about how he had seen information about where John lives and asking me about where I live and whatever. He obviously had already known what was going on. So I just responded and said, John and I are walking distance from each other's houses in Florida. Isn't that fucking crazy? Because it is. It's unbelievable.
Is the craziest of coincidences. And I have to ask you while we're here on your show, how shitty is your new place that you could afford a house in the same division as Stuttering John?
I know. And they call it, Vinny was calling it crap coral. So anyway, all I was doing was texting who I thought were my friends and saying, I know, isn't this fucking crazy? I didn't realize that Vince was going to use that for Reddit clout and post a screen grab of that on Reddit. And of course, John got very annoyed with me for doing that.
I remember everything. And this is how the conversation went down with Cal.
All right. El Harible is also in this group chat. I'm sorry, I didn't know if you wanted to be brought up with these assholes or not. But yes, El Harible is the third person in this, fourth person, I guess, in this group text that we're doing.
I called him, and we're on the phone. And I go, Carl, I know you said that you bought a house in Florida on the air. So I'm not doxing. And I go, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you if you tell me, but let's promise.
And then he said, you show me yours and I'll show you mine. And I went, all right. But don't share this on the internet with anyone.
That we'll keep this between us. This is a fact. And if he denies this, he's a liar. I said, if we promise that we will not tell it to anybody, what does he do? Okay, John. So I go, where'd you buy? And he tells me. And I laugh. And I go, that's where I bought. He goes, get out of here. What part? And I told him the part. He goes, you got to be fucking kidding me. And he tells me what road he's on. I go, dude, that's around the block from me. We had a great laugh. I mean, what are the odds, Cal?
Good stuff.
That we live fucking in the same. We're neighbors.
You had a laugh. Carl cried. It was amazing. Holy shit, Carl.
Vinny, I couldn't fucking believe it.
I know. I talked to you that day.
I still can't fucking believe it. Oh, no, don't tell Jen I told you too.
Yeah, you confidence-breaking piece of shit.
I wasn't supposed to tell anyone. All right, I told a couple of my friends because I thought it was too fucking crazy. I also told my wife, John. She wants to work on our security detail.
Don't worry, she didn't listen.
All right. So he's obviously very upset with me, and he's going to explain what a great guy he is. And this is what he gets upset about, is because he is nothing but nice and kind and outgoing and trying to help people out, and all they do is shit on him. It's just his luck.
Now, neighborly love. I extend the olive branch. Because anybody will tell you who knows me.
Don't lend him money.
Florentine Modi. Anyone who knows me, Galern, Adam Hunter, they'll tell you I will always try and do the right thing.
Yeah, speaking of that, that's another thing that Daniel Filato told me about, where I guess he lent John some money. He didn't want to, but Artie was like, nah, he's good for it, man. Don't worry about it. So he lent him some money. And then John, when Daniel asked for his money back a little while later, John said, Artie told me I didn't have to pay you back. Which is not true. He was just lying.
Is that how loans work?
Yeah, he says, yeah. No, our other buddy that we're both friends with said I didn't have to, so I'm not going to. Yeah, don't lend this guy money, that's for sure. Anyway, let's talk about what a great guy he is.
And be as friendly as possible. When you need something, I will be there. That's me. That's just me. I'll be there. Always.
Yep.
Always. So I try and be nice. All right. Call it cringe. Call it douchebaggery. But I just said, hey, Carl, look, I don't know if you have cats, but if you do, and you ever need someone to feed and, provide them with water and change the litter box, I'm your guy. Because I know he doesn't have any friends down there yet.
First off, what do you mean I don't have any friends down there yet? You don't know that. And secondly, what a weird thing to offer. I don't have cats. If you did have cats, he would do this for me. Like, okay, who even brought up cat?
I think he's setting you up right now. I think what he's doing here is he's setting you up with some reverse psychology because he has cats.
Oh, holy shit. Vinny's planting a seed. He's like, I would have done it for you, Carl. Can you just come over twice a day?
Yeah, exactly correct. He's planting the seed.
Good call, Vinny. I was trying to figure that out. Like, why is he bringing up cats? All right. Yep, that makes sense.
If you need any help finding gardeners, I'm your guy.
That's the other thing, too. He says he'll change the litter box. He doesn't change the litter box for his own cats. He's going to change my cat's litter
He doesn't
box?
change his own litter box.
Doesn't make sense.
I'm your guy.
That's me.
That's me.
If you need any help finding a plumber, I'm your guy. I have him.
I have Google. I love that he's like, I can help you find a gardener, a plumber. I'm like, no,
What a weird flex.
yes, so fucking bizarre. I don't need your help with these
Welcome to
things.
the neighborhood.
I don't need I've lived there longer than you, John. I don't need your help with these things.
Fucking Johnny's List.
Yeah.
I try and be that guy.
Mm-hmm.
I try and be a friendly neighbor. Just like a good neighbor, Stuttering John is there. And what do? You goof on me about it. That's what you do. You goof on me about it. You fucking cock.
Jesus.
He's right there.
I got really upset at the
I
end.
can't wait. I cannot wait for when you end up on his paper route.
I love that John gets mad at me for goofing on him. It's like, are you also mad at children for laughing?
Yeah.
Like, this is what I do,
Yes,
John.
yes.
You can't get mad at me for this. You offer to take care of my cats. That's kind of funny.
It is.
It's very funny.
Who are these podcasts? WAT